What up, guys? It's your boy One Punch Gaming here. Going to give you guys some tips on Neverwinter and how, to start off right and how to get currency that you will need in the game. And, I don't think they tell you. So if they do tell you, don't, bash me in the comments, because this video will be titled What They Don't Tell You, all right? So don't bash me in the comments if I'm wrong about anything, but this is just beginner tips. If you want Astral Diamonds, make sure you come to queues and you do dungeons and PvP. They do not tell you how to get these, so this is important. I think you can actually do any of these, anything in here, and you'll get some. So just do that. I would recommend PvP and dungeons. I mean raids, because they're really fun and they're really easy, especially the quick ones, and they give you gear. So that's a bonus. The quickest way is when you're level 70, salvage level 70 gear. But obviously, for people who's not level 70, you can't do that. When you do PvP and dungeons or raids or whatever, come to your inventory and press R1, go to riches, and you will see things like this. This is your currency. This is everything you have. As you can see, I currently have 55 Zen and 5,000 Astral Diamonds. Now, these are rough Astral Diamonds. Now, what they don't tell you is that these automatically transform into those. And it's really annoying because, when you first start out, you're like, shit, I've been playing this game for 3 fucking hours. How do I, you look things up. And I could not find a video on how to transform these into, the regular ones. They do it automatically. Do not worry. Just read this. Each time you log in or move to another map, they will transfer into these. And with those, the regular Astral Diamonds, not the rough, press start, go to Astral Diamonds Exchange, and you will be able to buy. Let me just go ahead and show you guys really quick. Be able to buy one and then press post. Okay, so I would be able to buy 1 Zen for 206. All right, so you'll be able to get basically 5 Zen for 1,000 Astral Diamonds, and that's a really good deal because that's the main currency in the game. I wanted to point out that these prices do vary, so one day it could be 300. So just make sure, if you want a really good deal, I would suggest wait a few days. But if you really just want to just get it over with, it won't be the big of a deal. Just buy it and grind it out, because this is a grind game, because you will have to grind from level 1 to level 70, and it will take, I would say, a week or 2. Now before you're like, oh shit, that's too long. It is too long, it really is. But if you want to be level 70 faster, you can buy a booster pack. I do not recommend it because just experience that grind. It's more satisfying whenever you grind it out to level 7. You're like, shit, man, I went through all that. But basically, a second character is impossible. So I would definitely recommend a booster pack for the second character if you make one. But anything other than that, it really doesn't fucking matter. If you're one of those people who doesn't have a lot of time on their hands, get a booster pack. If you're one of those people who have a lot of time on their hands, I would recommend don't getting one, because it saves you money, and it's a really great experience. This game is very difficult. Run with a party. It will be so much easier to run with a squad. So much easier. You're gonna die a lot in this game. I have an injury. You get injuries by running into traps in dungeons, guys. In dungeons, you get an injury by dying. Injuries reduce. Injuries reduce, your characters, this one reduces hit points, because I'm injured in the chest. If it was my legs, it'd be speed. If it was my arms, it'd be damage. It's just tons of shit that can reduce, everything. And you really want to avoid those, but there's really no way in the game to avoid those. You can cure it by going to a vendor. You will be able to find a vendor whenever you do a quest. Whenever you come up to like the main quest, whenever you talk to Sergeant Knox and tells you to go somewhere, it'll probably lead you to a person, who's like a captain. They'll tell you what to do, and it'll probably be like a store vendor next to them with coins on top of their heads. Just talk to them. You'll get fucking minor kits. They don't cost that much, but I'm just saying that that's so stupid to add in the game, in my opinion. Other than that, the game is really good. It's really fun. It runs really smooth. I would definitely recommend to try it out. Have I went over the quest? If you're whenever you get to level 12 through 20, make sure you go to special quests. They give you free mounts, free companions. So easy. Just get those, because running will not fucking cut it. So just get that shit. And honestly, the game is really fun to play, man. If you just run with the group, if you don't want to die, if you want to get through it faster, if you're not experienced, I would recommend definitely running with the group. Companions will vary depending on it will offer you the same option. But if you're a priest, if you're like a tank who can heal yourself. I mean, don't get a fucking, you know, priest who can also heal. Get like a dog or like a fucking, you know, mage or something to help you do damage. You know, so I'm a warlock. I chose a healer. You know, I do damage, so let him heal while I do damage. Just things like that. So, you know, if you're a healer, get a mage to help you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just choose the best one for your class. Other than that, I think I've went over everything. If you guys want some more tips and tricks, leave it down in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you out. You know, when I first started this game, I didn't know how to get Zen, and I figured it out on my own, and I couldn't find a video on it. So this is the fastest way to get it. And you know, I think, because you know I'm kind of new to this game, but this is the fastest way that I could get it whenever you first start. Except level 70. Like I said, you salvage your level 70 gear, you get tons of fucking extra diamonds, get tons of Zen. But like I said, more tips and tricks. Leave it down in the comments what I missed, what you guys want to know. Give this video a big thumbs up if it helped you, and I'll see you guys next time. One Punch Gaming signing out. Peace.